The 2016 film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, I consider this one a slight improvement over its predecessor, but it's not a great film as it could have been. Well, at least there are a few redeeming qualities about this movie. Taking place a year after the events of the previous movie, Shredder has broken out of prison with his new associates Bebop and Rocksteady, and then there's this whole plan of Shredder teaming up with Crane. And from there, it's a movie that I thought could have been a little bit better, but at least I had more interest in this one. This movie is certainly easier to sit through than the 2014 film, and while this movie does have many issues, at least it's similar to the animated series from the 1980s. The action set pieces are more noteworthy, and while the acting is not particularly great, it's not downright horrible either in my opinion. At the end of the day, this one does have some flaws, but I won't necessarily say it's one of the worst films I've seen, but it's nowhere near great either. At least the chemistry between the four brothers is a lot better. It's not perfect, but just seeing them argue about certain things, it's one of the reasons why this film was more fun, more better, and of course more enjoyable. Crane, the main villain of this film, he really doesn't show up until like the third act. He has one scene really, but then other than that, he doesn't do anything noteworthy till the very end. At least Shredder has more screen time in this one, but I really believe he should have been the main villain of this film simply because of how much little screen time he had in the previous installment. And then there's Casey Jones. He's playing a prison officer and a vigilante. And nothing against Stephen Amid. I think he did an alright job with the role he was given. But since when the hell was Casey Jones ever a prison officer in the comic books? Last time I checked, that never happened. Say what you will about the 90s movies, but at least that version portrayed a more comic accurate character and better charisma overall. And speaking of comic accurate, Bebop and Rocksteady, it was cool seeing them. Yes, they were funny. And this movie was funnier. I laughed a little bit in this one. And I wasn't bored that much as I thought I would be. This film does have issues. There is some script problems within this one, some plot holes. And overall, there is some loose ends to this film that never got resolved because the third film was scrapped. Because this movie didn't make enough money. The cinematography looks great and the story overall, while it has some weak spots, is far from a disaster. Is this the worst film in the movie franchise history? Of course it isn't. But at the end of the day, this movie, it has enough things to keep you invested. And if you somehow haven't seen this sequel, then check it out because while not perfect, it's still worth a viewing at least. I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. I found this one alright, nothing too special, and had a third film had happened, then it probably would have been the best out of the other two movies. And thankfully this one does keep me somewhat invested, but at the same time I'm not going to rewatch this one anytime soon because in my opinion, the 1990 movie is a lot more fun than this one. And that is my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying peace out.